Oh boy, here it is. So this is a Philips S309. This thing was released back in 2015. It came with Entry 5.1. It came with 8 gigs of storage, but you could also expand the storage with basically micro SD card. And besides that, the phone has like 1 gigs of RAM. The main camera is 5 megapixels. The selfie camera, it's VGA. I have no idea how many megapixels it is, but I know that it's VGA. And that's pretty much all with this phone. Perhaps I think it's finally time to explore it, so let's just turn it on and see how it's gonna boot. Yeah, there we go. So this is the Philips logo. To be honest, I really wasn't expecting Philips to make like smartphones and stuff in general. I know the company for like what? Light bulbs, smart TVs and sorts of things like that. I never thought they would release a smartphone though, but here we are. And there we go, the phone has started. Perhaps I think I'm just gonna change its language. I'm gonna connect it to Wi-Fi and then we're gonna explore it and see if modern apps still work on it, how the games are gonna work on this thing, if the browser still works and all of that. I guess I'm just gonna see you guys in a bit because this is gonna take some time for me. Well, it's been a few minutes for me, but I finally got everything that I'm gonna test today. Unfortunately, what we couldn't get on this phone was Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Those were all the apps. So what we couldn't get on this thing was Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. The other apps though, we did manage to get them here, which is basically SkyTube Legacy and Discord, and the games Geometry Dash and Flappy Bird. So I guess we're just gonna test them today. I guess the first app we're gonna start with will be SkyTube Legacy, mate, because we do wanna see if we can actually watch YouTube on this nugget. So there we are. I guess we're just gonna search for Fetzcrafter. Obviously I'm gonna search my channel. One thing I wanna say about this phone is that the keyboard sucks, mate. I think I used the worst keyboard ever. Perhaps I think I'm just gonna watch this video with my car, because why not? I do like my car a lot, so we can surely watch this thing. And is it gonna play or not? And surprisingly, as you guys can see, we can actually play YouTube videos on this thing. Surprisingly, there is also not much lag. I mean, as you guys can see, the video does play just fine. I mean, there is no lag really. We can also move this timeline thing, I'm assuming. Yep, there you go. We barely have any delay, as you guys can see. I mean, there is quite a bit when you move this thing around, but at the end of the day you can still watch YouTube on this thing. So yeah, it's really great. I guess we can just move on to Discord now. Alright, now moving on to the next app. As I said, we are just gonna go on Discord now and we are gonna see if we can actually use this thing nowadays. And by the way, I'm actually using an APK from my Discord server. If you guys want to join my Discord server and talk with my community and stuff, you guys can do some from the description. I do recommend you guys to join in because we are quite a big community. You guys can talk with each other, make friends and all of that if you guys want. So yeah, it's really worth it. Just be aware that I want you guys to be above the age of 13 because of Discord TOS. I don't really allow people under that age basically. So if you are above 13, you are more than welcome to join my server. So now let's see if we can actually log in and perhaps do some chaos in my Discord server. And of course, if you're in my Discord server, you can also participate to the chaos I'm making. So that's also one more reason to join it. Regardless, I'm gonna try to log in and I'm gonna see you guys after I'm gonna be logged in, hopefully. Alright, I entered all the credentials and stuff. Now let's see if we can actually log in. And apparently we can actually log into this thing. I really wasn't expecting this thing to work, but apparently it does work. Alright, I'm just gonna go now to my Discord server basically, as I said. And damn, it is a bit laggy to be fair. This phone is a bit laggy when you go around these channels and stuff. And as you guys know, we are just gonna do the usual. We are gonna go to the spam channel. I'm gonna do the video shoutout ping from my computer because unfortunately this Discord version that I am, I can't really do that ping. So perhaps I'm just gonna go now on my computer. I'm gonna do the ping and then I'm gonna write the message and we are gonna see how good this phone can handle the spam and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna see you guys in a bit. Alright, let's write the message now. I think I'm just gonna put the weirdest emoji that I have. So here we have the message. I'm just gonna send the ping now, and now I'm also gonna send the message as well. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen now. Oh boy, I think there is gonna be lots of chaos. Oh, there we go. Alright. So okay, as you guys can see, there is a bit of lag when I'm scrolling around and stuff, and there is also a bit of lag when it comes to spamming. Okay, yeah. Okay, I barely can keep up because there is so much spam. Okay, just get me down, thanks. Alright, so as you guys can see, yeah, unfortunately this phone is a bit laggy when it comes to an average Discord server active stuff. I mean, you guys can see that this phone barely keeps up. Like, it's very, yeah, you guys can see the glitches and stuff. This phone can't clearly handle some Discord spam and stuff, or an average very active Discord server. So yeah, unfortunately this phone has failed the Discord spam test because it literally can't keep up. I mean, you guys can literally see the chaos on my monitor. There is lots of chaos and this phone just barely keeps up with all of that spam. So perhaps I think we're just gonna move on because this phone clearly failed this test, unfortunately. I guess it's time to also test the games as well, and perhaps we are also gonna test the browser afterward. But yeah, let's see how well this phone is gonna do on Geometry Dash, which, as you guys usually know, Geometry Dash on these types of phones doesn't really go that well. I mean, it doesn't really end up that well. But regardless, we are still gonna see if this game is even playable on this thing. So let's just see how playable it is gonna be on this map. Okay, I hope you guys can see the screen. I'm kinda concentrating on the phone, so yeah. Okay, one thing I can certainly say about this phone is that there is lots of input delay. Like when I'm tapping and stuff, I kinda have to type from with like 1-2 seconds behind, because if I don't do that, then I'm gonna die in this game. I mean, the phone will just not register the input in time. So yeah, unfortunately we do have some input delay. Like when I'm tapping, it's registering the tap after like a second or two, which is really not ideal. I mean, yeah, there is not much lag, but unfortunately there is some input delay, and also the phone is still a bit laggy in the game regardless. I mean, there is no point in really playing this thing for a long time because I already got my conclusion that Geometry Dash is playable but barely playable because of the input delay issue. Regardless, let's just move on to Flappy Bird now. Alright, now moving on, I'm gonna try to play Flappy Bird on this thing as well. I guess it's time to see how laggy this thing is gonna be. Hopefully not too laggy, because to be fair, Flappy Bird is low end game, so this phone should normally handle it well, hopefully. And it's safe to say Flappy Bird is on Dragon 1. Okay, you guys can probably see this game is literally basically working in like slow motion, mate. Like, it's basically like I have slow-mo on my phone and stuff. Like, just look at how slow the animations are made. Yeah, so it's safe to say this phone really isn't made for gaming. I mean, I literally can't play Flappy Bird because of this slow-mo shit, mate. Yeah, unfortunately this phone is just doomed when it comes to gaming. I guess it's time to move on. Alright, now the next thing I want to try on this thing is the browser, because hey, this phone sucks when it comes to gaming. It kinda sucks when it comes to apps as well. But what about browsing the web, mate? Because we all view this activity either on our computer or on our smartphones and stuff. So perhaps let's just see how laggy or how bad the experience is gonna be browsing. So the first website that I really wanna try on this thing, as you guys usually know, will be wikipedia.org, because why not, mate? We wanna go to Wikipedia, we wanna learn, we wanna educate ourselves. So yeah, and as you guys can see, surprisingly the website did load up. It's pretty much laggy, but at least it did load up. We can perhaps go around and stuff and learn things and things. I mean, hey, the website works, we get lots of errors and stuff, but the website does work. You can definitely go on Wikipedia and stuff despite all those errors and so perhaps Wikipedia works. What about YouTube though? Does the YouTube website work? I guess it's time to find out, mate. I'm not gonna expect this thing to work that well. I mean, at least SkyTube Legacy works, but the YouTube website, I'm not really sure if it's gonna work that well, because this phone has quite a CPU and stuff. So yeah, and as you guys can see, this thing just glitched out. We can't really use this thing. So yeah, unfortunately the website doesn't really work, so I guess it's time to move on once again. Man, this thing is really a piece of shit. Wait, what? Okay, I really wasn't expecting this piece of shit to actually turn off if I'm slamming it on my tablet, mate. And yeah, by the way guys, this is a tablet, it's a Samsung Galaxy Tab 2, but regardless, I wasn't expecting this piece of shit to actually shut down just because I slammed it on a tablet, mate. I didn't slam it on concrete, I didn't slam it on something that hard and stuff. I literally slammed it to a case, mate, to a tablet, and this just turned itself off. Well, it's safe to say that this phone isn't that durable either. But regardless, the next test that we have now is perhaps the camera test. That's pretty much the last thing I want to try on this phone. I also want to see the camera quality, so perhaps I guess it's time to give that thing a go as well. And this time, I'm gonna do it more professionally.
67 hours later.
Well, as you guys know, I basically used to make the photo and video tests inside in my room, basically showing the GSM website and stuff, but this time I'm actually gonna do it outside in my yard, as you guys can see. Perhaps let's see how good the camera is on this piece of shit. I guess I'm just gonna go to the camera app, and perhaps I'm also gonna try to take a picture of this part of my garden and stuff, just for fun. Alright, I took the picture. Now I'm also gonna take a video as well. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. I'm recording this video from the Philips S309 phone. That's pretty much how the video looks like and that's the ground, and that's my door, and that's my table, and that's pretty much the video. Let me guys know what do you guys think of this phone's camera quality and video quality as well. Alright, that was the video as well. As I told you guys, let me know in the comments what do you guys think of this phone's camera quality and video quality as well. Well, as a conclusion, and I'm quite surprised this time this phone didn't shut off, but regardless, as a conclusion, is this phone actually usable in 2026? The answer is, if you want a dumb phone and you just want to perhaps take a picture with your crappy camera and I don't know, use the phone for stuff like texting, calling and all of that, perhaps maybe you can use this phone for such purposes like you will do on a Nokia and stuff. But if you actually want to use this phone for like browsing and, you know, doing some gaming and also using some apps and stuff, yeah, this phone is not too much usable for that. I mean, it's barely running SkyTube Legacy. It does run it though with no lag, but it is a bit stuttery to be fair. Flappy Bird is still unplayable because it's on slow-mo. Joby Dash does have input delay and a bit of lag as well. Most of the apps don't really work on this thing, and by apps I'm talking about social media like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and all of that. Obviously not working on this thing. But as I said, other than those apps and stuff, this phone can be used, but you really should use this thing as a dumb phone and nothing else. And I guess that's pretty much the video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to all my YouTube members. Thank you guys so much for joining this YouTube channel. And if you guys wanna get a shout out at the end of each video I'm making, and also if you guys want to have a hashtag name, access to custom emojis, and also see behind the scenes / non-edited videos and all of that. Also if you guys want to have like Discord role and also access to the Discord YouTube members and all of that, you guys can become a YouTube member from the description and also from join button as well. And that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Fetzcrafter and I'm gonna see you guys next time with phone explorations, custom jailbreaking and stuff like that. Bye bye.